Life without Paige Bueckers seems to be going just fine for UConn so far in the 2025-2026 season, and a major reason for that is Sarah Strong. Even on a stacked roster, the sophomore forward stands out on both ends of the floor, as evidenced by her explosive game against Ohio State on Sunday, when she was 3 assists shy of a triple-double. "You can't really scout her," Buckeyes guard Jelani Cambridge said after that game. "It's hard to scout her. She can do everything." A star women's basketball player coming out of Stores. Shocking, right? But what's particularly impressive is just how dominant Strong has been this season. When it comes to Player of the Year, there's really no competition. It's been a while since the clear best player in the college game was a big. The Naismith has been awarded to guards in 5 of the last 6 years, with the lone exception being Aaliyah Boston in 2022. But it's hard to imagine that streak continuing this season because Strong is simply that good. What especially stands out is how she's managed to expand her skill set this year. Alongside her scoring, rebounding, and defense, she's become a legitimate threat as a passer, too. She currently leads UConn with 5 assists per game. Even on a loaded roster playing for the best team in the country, Strong manages to stand out as uniquely influential all over the floor. Strong has a quiet demeanor on and off the court, stealthily putting up impressive numbers for the Huskies. Her poise can sometimes conceal the enormity of her performances, but her 29-point, 13-rebound outburst against Ohio State on Sunday demanded attention. She's versatile and impacts every part of the game, setting her apart from the nation's other top players. The numbers tell the story of her dominance. She leads UConn in field goal percentage, points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Last year, she became the first player to have at least 20 points, 15 boards, and 5 assists in the national championship game. Simply put, there is no one dominating like Strong is dominating right now. As for UConn's biggest threat, South Carolina remains the team to watch. The Gamecocks are fully expected to make a 6th consecutive trip to the Final Four, and what's particularly intriguing about their potential championship run is the addition of transfer Madina Okot. The 6'6" center has striking handles and speed for her size, and as she keeps integrating herself into the roster, Okot might become even more of a matchup nightmare. The scary part is we haven't even seen the Gamecocks with Tanya Lotson at the peak of her powers yet. UCLA also presents a serious challenge. The Bruins have weapons all over the floor and the depth to contend with the Huskies. 6 players finished in double figures in their win over South Florida on Saturday. Bruins star Lauren Betts is also one of the few players in the country who has the size and skill to give Strong problems. TCU has emerged as a serious riser after taking down North Carolina State on Monday. It was just the 2nd time in program history that TCU had beaten a top 10 opponent on the road. And perhaps the scariest part is that it didn't require a huge performance from star transfer Olivia Miles. The point guard had an uncharacteristically poor shooting night, but she made her presence felt elsewhere in the box score, and her teammates packed enough of a punch to carry the day. Michigan has also climbed impressively, jumping 8 spots to number 6 in this week's poll following its 93-54 blowout over Notre Dame on Saturday. The 39-point trouncing was Michigan's largest win over a top 25 team. They completely stifled Hannah Hidalgo, who was 4 for 21 from the field. Gino Auriemma isn't taking the matchup for granted when they face Michigan on Friday, calling them the best team UConn will play this year by a long shot at this time in the season. On the flip side, Notre Dame's performance was hard to swallow, losing by nearly 40 points with truly abysmal shooting while getting out-rebounded 50-28. Duke has also tumbled out of the top 25 rankings entirely after some devastating losses that exposed critical weaknesses in their offense.